We have JPAR. I've never seen a real estate company that offers the tools, the systems, the opportunities, the nurturing, the coaching that JPAR offers.
Welcome to Success Superstars, episode number 131, your place for inspiration, motivation, and the blueprint for success for peak performers just like you. My special guest today, Mr. Jim Van Horn. Jim, welcome.
Thank you, Mark. It is such an honor to be here. And I've thoroughly enjoyed, even though we've not met in person, I've thoroughly enjoyed getting to know you via Zoom in your morning club events. So it's an absolute pleasure to be here.
Well, the pleasure is mine as well to have you as a guest today. Now, you're part of the JPAR franchise operation in Houston, Texas.
That's correct. We Chris Sears is the owner of our franchise here in Houston, and he and I have worked together. We worked together over a 6-year time frame with another real estate company. He was chief operating officer and hired me 7 years ago. And then Chris don't tell him I said this, but he's my mentor. And he left that company about a year ago to start JPAR. And since that time, I've been a little like a fish out of water. So I joined him about 6 weeks ago.
That's awesome. Well, congratulations. Well, you've been licensed, I think, and doing real estate since 1974. So you're a veteran.
Thanks. It's, I guess, just we take it one day at a time. And before I got into real estate, I had taught school and worked for Shell Oil and wasn't sure I was ever going to find my calling. And then once I got into the real estate business, I found a home. And what's amazing about our business is the incredible opportunities that we have, not just to list and sell, and that's wonderful. But there are also so many other opportunities, whether it's commercial or whether it's literally training and coaching agents, which was how I found my calling. So
right. Now, since 1974, you've seen just about every market up and down and sideways that you can imagine. But have you ever seen a market like what we're going through right now?
No. I think all of us are somewhat in awe of the fact that this is our pretty much our world has been turned upside down. And if there's any one lesson from all of this, it is that we have to adapt. It's interesting how, when you look back as far as the history of our world, the species that have survived over the eons are the ones that have the ability to adapt and change when the environment changes. And if there's ever a time when we have to change and do things totally different from the way we've been doing them in the past, it's today. We have no choice. And of course, with technology, we've got to embrace it every way we can. And we are so fortunate with JPAR that we have so many tools and so many opportunities for lead generation and for increasing our business through the tools and systems that are offered here. And that's, of course, Chris is the primary reason I'm here, but secondarily, it's because of these opportunities that we have with our present company.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. Now, through the years since 74, you've obviously come in contact with a lot of agents that have had success and some that haven't had success. Do you see a common trend, a theme that you've observed that makes the distinction for those who make it and those who don't?
Absolutely. In a single word, when I'm teaching broker owners, I talk about the one reason that an agent will be successful is a single word, and I call that word hunger. And of course, what that means is deep down inside, that agent has this incredible desire and commitment to be successful. And they know in their hearts they're going to make this work regardless of the circumstances, regardless of the situation. They're going to become creative and figure out how to make this work. The opposite of that, of course, is if an agent says, well, I'm going to try real estate and see what happens. So the bottom line is that absolute deep inside hunger to make this work for them is what causes them to be successful. Another huge factor, and you actually referred to it this morning on the Morning Club, another huge factor is the ability to ask. And by ask, I mean we have a choice. We can be a James Bond 007 secret agent and never tell anybody that we're in this business. And gosh, we wouldn't need JPAR, we wouldn't need business cards, we would need a website. But the opposite of that is to communicate to as many people as possible that we're in this business. And by ask, it could mean directly ask, whether we pick up the phone, whether we send an email, whether we make send a text message, but it also is our marketing and our promotion that we do, boosting a listing on KV Core. So all of those things that we do are asking. So the bottom line is, if we don't ask, the door is always closed. But if we do ask, we don't know what's behind that door. And the fact is, there is business all around us every day. Every single person we see every day, every person who lives in our neighborhood, every person in our city is a potential client. And we are forever in a business of abundance. The bottom line is that there is so much business we couldn't possibly handle it all. And if we have an expectation every single day of getting business, we will switch on our radar screen and we'll see opportunities for starting a conversation, for asking, and for opening that door. And that door, we don't know where it's going to lead, but all of us, every one of us, has had our lives changed dramatically because we asked.
Is there one thing that you would communicate to the audience about being successful in real estate sales?
Yes. That is, hitch your wagon to a star. One of the things that has helped me more than anything else is having a mentor to guide me. From very early on in my career, having someone that I looked up to, I could emulate, I could literally learn from them and learn their secrets. I didn't have to reinvent the wheel early on. Having someone as a mentor was has been one of the most important factors in my life. And when you have an opportunity to work with a hands-on day-to-day with a mentor like I do now with Chris Sears, oh my gosh, every day is you grow dramatically. And also in Hitch Your Wagon to a Star, it's also being involved with a company that is blazing a swath across the marketplace 50 yards wide. You have JPAR. I've never seen a real estate company that offers the tools, the systems, the opportunities, the nurturing, the coaching that JPAR offers. So we are so fortunate to have this star that we can hitch our wagon to.
Well, there we go. Hitch your wagon to a star. And if you're looking to do that, head over to jparready.com and check us out. Well, Jim, with that, I appreciate you so much joining us today.
I am so glad you asked, and I would very much look forward to being involved in the future. And by the way, I appreciate every morning. By the time I tune in to your Morning Club and to Chris Sears Coffee with Chris, my feet are about 2 feet off the ground. So not a bad way to start the day.
There you go. Great way to start the day. And with that, we'll see you soon on another episode of Success from Scratch.